Hey Fearless Mods fans, what is up? It's Biff, and we are getting ready to take this 2019 Kia Stinger GTS to the track. We have put 8,000 miles on it, and it's running like a champ now with a new transmission fluid swap, and we should be ready to go. It's a beautiful fall morning, nice cool temperatures, partly cloudy all day, no rain, should be perfect. Come along for the ride. All right, so we've got a few things loaded up, and before we actually get to the get headed towards the track, just got to do some last minute stuff here. I've got the pancake air compressor aired up and brought along with us in case we let air out of the tires, which we did last time in the STI and need to add more to it. We've got the a bucket with a few things that we can throw in there, a temperature gauge for the tires. Buddy Andrew is going to have some chalk so we can check how far down on the sides we're getting in the turns on those tires, so we can kind of gauge where we want to put that air pressure. And just gonna have a good time. These aren't the right tires for this track, and they're all season radials, and this thing rips and roars, so it should be very sporty and a lot of fun, but I'm looking forward to it. So let's go get this car cleaned up. About time you showed up. Man, I wish we were going the same heat. Well, we are going the same heat. Are we? We just aren't the same class.
Rick has a really good course set up for us this time, as usual. You get 6 runs, you run one heat, you work the other.
Here we go with the first run in the Stinger. I'm going to take it easy. This looks like a fast course. It's still about a minute long, and I'm a little nervous with having only the rear wheel drive and all this power, so we are going to see how I'm able to handle it through here. I'm in sport mode, traction control off, and I will be in manual shift, probably take it up to second, though I might be able to hit third on one of the straights. I doubt I will on the first run, so we'll just see how it goes. But a little bit nervous. Fingers crossed we at least just don't DNF. That's a fast course.
So you're getting squirrely, so you're at least putting the power down.
Yeah, I'm putting the power down. It's wanting to go. Chalk marks are completely gone here. We're rolling over on the side of this one. So I'm going to add about 5 PSI to the front. Yeah, you can see we're scrubbing clear over on the side here. Rears, a little bit as well, not quite as bad. I'm going to add 5 to the front and probably at least 3 on the rears. But holy shit, what a rush that is, man. That thing is walking all over the course. I love it, but we got some work to do. So 5 more runs that count. Don't know if I hit any cones. 69 seconds coming out the chute. I'll take it for a first run in a new car. second, 1.5 seconds quicker.
Okay.
Let's see how these did real quick. Yeah, still scrubbed it off. This one I kept a little, so that's better.
those big turns.
Yep. I got a lot of car to slow down.
Yeah, you're going in way too deep.
Yep.
Right. So
same thing you told me last time.
Right. You need to start braking way earlier so you can make those turns all shorter.
I got lost a little more this time than I did the first run because I was going a little faster.
Yep. Okay.
And so I think it's now I need to focus on what's coming next, so that I can set up those sweeping turns like you're talking about.
Yeah.
We'll see what Xander can do.
Yeah.
See how I'm feeling the car?
Yep.
Big brake.
Big brake. 64.7, nice.
This car is gonna light the tires up, no problem.
Yep.
But I think when the car starts to rotate, you have to lift off, right? And so you've just wasted some time. So that's where that whole
Feather
throttle modulation.
Yep.
Feel what the car can take.
Yep.
and
I'm
only
going
give that
digital.
much.
I'm going more digital on
Yeah.
the throttle
Yeah.
than you with the nice
Yeah.
analog pedal. So okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome, sir.
Now you need to go buy one for the wife. All right, so getting ready to do run 3 after doing that one with Xander showing me how to run the course. He did it about 3.5 seconds faster than me. And we had yet again another Mustang drop oil out on the track. So they're walking it, making sure the line's good before we go again. Might as well take a walk over here and check out how we've been doing, see if we've been hitting any cones. But so far, pretty pleased with first 2 runs.
690, 68, and 1. Okay, and then where's Xander's run?
64, 7 plus 1.
Okay, got it. Yeah,
About 3.5 seconds quicker.
Yeah.
But he hit a pylon as well, so we'll see.
All right, cool, man.
Straight down through all 3. There we go. There we go.
That might have been a clean run. Yeah, look how I'm chewing the side
Okay,
up.
so that's your neutral one?
Yeah,
That's good. Okay, so you're a little...
I'm chewing heavy. 125 on the front right, that's one that takes all the brunt. That left rear was like 95.
So 30 though. Not a very clean run. at least a second off.
All right, guys, so there we are. We just finished up first track day in the Stinger. We've never had this on a straight track or autocross, and today's autocross was fantastic. What a great time we had, and what a great job the car did. Not a single DNF. Played around with the mid to upper 60s most of the time for my times, though I think I did have a 65.3 with no cones was my best clean run I had. What were some of the things about the car that I liked or did not like? Well, let's start with what I didn't like. These tires are all-season radials, sport version, but they aren't made for this. And I had to go up in air pressure on them in the beginnings and let those climb with track heat as we worked them. Using the chalk method and seeing how much wore off, I was way onto the sidewalls. So as it is, I chewed up the edges of them pretty good, but those pressures ended up working out for me for today's environment, and we ended up being right where we wanted to on the amount of roll we were getting. So good pressures, good trade-off, but they do give a lot of roll. Second thing would be the suspension, right? So the STI was in this class because it had modifications, those modifications being only the coilovers. It had better tires and coilovers, and that was it. This has pretty much stock tires, stock suspension, and performance mods with K&N, cold air intake, and the Mishimoto intercooler. So I had plenty of power, and these tires and suspension just couldn't keep it stuck to the ground. However, very manageable, and what a nice dynamic setup on this chassis, because it just would slide through the turns. The front end wouldn't push without the back end going with it, because it had so much power that it was just driving through. So the whole car would give a manageable kind of side slide or drift, if you will, as I would come through the corners. And if you could play that into your plan, you can do well with it. If you wait until the cone and then start to get the turn and those turbos kick in, you're going to push outside to the outer cones, which we did a time or two. The third and probably most important thing that I didn't like was actually the rev limiter. I had plenty of times where coming out the very last kind of a short straight and then slalom through the finish timing marks, and I would be on rev limiter, and I did it once on the start when I was late to shift from first to second, and this thing falls flat on its face. When it hits a rev limiter, it just falls flat on its face. It doesn't sit there and bang on it and create power. It just goes away. And so that costs a lot of time. Other than that, this thing did great off the line. I would simply put it into sport with manual shift, traction stability control off, and I would give it launch mode, and I would make one shift from first to second on the start, and then we were golden from then on. So with the exception of that rev limiter problem. So overall, fantastic job by the Stinger. Okay job by me. Xander was about 3.5 seconds faster than me with one cone. And so that probably puts us pretty close when you look at my 65.3 clean. So I'll take that. Also, good time with Andrew and his brother Steven. Had a great time riding with them in their Camaro and their Civic. Was that a Civic? How about an Accord? Sorry, Steven. All I can say is he was in the class that was below both Andrew and I, and he kicked both of our asses. Great time had by all. What a fun course. Hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. And please remember to like and subscribe down below, and we'll catch you again real soon. Take care.